I've been like watching videos and reading more about the dead internet theory now that, so much changes so fast. I think that, it got me thinking about something that's surprisingly not talked about a lot in the topic, which is total model collapse with AI. AI is reaching a point where it's just feeding itself its own information because it's flooding the internet. 50%, over 50% of the internet is bots, including AI bullshit, that's then causing it to hallucinate and causing this like uncanny valley effect even worse than ever. And so the internet's just going to keep getting flooded more and more exponentially. And Google is going to show you that. It's going to be in the comment sections. Bots arguing with bots is something you'll see on fucking Twitter all the time. It's going to cause AI to just collapse and stop working the way it's supposed to. And something that gets looked over too with AI and the dead internet is people are using it like ChatGPT to like reply to comments and messages, and they're using it in like school fucking papers. They're using it to write little parts of scripts and stuff. And you can feel however you want about that, but it is definitely bringing a lot of this AI into like our collective conscious, and even like outside of the internet, like our taste in music and like what videos we watch and like what they teach us and whatnot is being affected by these algorithms. And that's on top of all the scammers and spammers and all the just chronically online motherfuckers. And that's on top of, the content made by like the social media people for companies and politics that are just ridiculous, and like Russian bot farms and shit. And people buying bots to go and view their shit on YouTube and SoundCloud and Spotify and whatever, or like go like their posts on social media to try and trick algorithms and trick people with like fake social proof. That's on top of all of it. That's not even mentioning all the dead websites and broken links everywhere. Now, next to people showing their fake lives as influencers on Instagram and your suggested feed, you're also seeing AI influencers. People that aren't even real. So you have a suggested feed just full of fake people made by people, fake people made by bots, and then you get like weird ass fucking scammer accounts commenting on your shit too. That could be real or could be bots. You don't even fucking know. So of course there's all this concern with deep fakes, and that makes sense. I think that something that we will see from there being more and more deep fakes and just shit taken completely out of context and AI hallucinations is people starting to not know what's real. Like, already I'll watch videos and be like, wow, this sounds exactly like ChatGPT. It's garbage. And like these like the uncanny valley kind of thing where like you'll see people talking or doing something and they just don't feel human, and then often you'll find out that they're AI. And on top of that, of course, like Google sucks. It's all just like SEO, AI slop pages, and huge corporations and advertisements. So Google's getting less effective, AI is getting less effective. All the suggested algorithms on YouTube and whatnot, it's like on TikTok, most people have a passive experience where like all they do is open the app and scroll, and on Instagram and whatnot, it's like I have to change my settings to actually be able to see shit from people I know, and that's caused me to just not really want to use it at all. Not to mention just like the toxicity spread around the internet. And like with music, like the SoundCloud era was amazing when they had like groups that you could join and talk to people in, and it wasn't like bots trying to get you to buy shit in your inbox. You could actually post about it on like Facebook, because Facebook still showed real people your stuff. It wasn't full of weird conspiracies and shit. And now Spotify sucks. Like I use Spotify mostly because I can download stuff. I live off grid, but it's just like not the one. And all this suggested, it's like you used to get music suggested to you by your friends mostly. Like sit down with somebody, and it's crazy because the Spotify algorithm attempts to replace that. One of the main things that it does is it takes you and your listening profile history, finds somebody else with a very similar listening profile, and matches you together and shows you music that they like, right? So this is completely trying to replace the actual experience of finding somebody who's into the same shit and then sharing music with each other. Now I've been going and typing in Reddit or Wikipedia in all my Google searches because everything else is just garbage that it shows. And the scary thing with the Google AI being like in the search results too is that people just believe it. They don't check it. They just assume that it's right and that it's intelligent without checking anything. Dead internet's real. We're on a fucking ghost ship. We put way too much reliance during an age of tech optimism, and now we're in a stage of tech nihilism. A lot of us are going back to, living life in real physical space more, which is great, relying less on tech. But there is something to be said about people not being able to believe what's real right off the bat, because people really should be more like pan-agnostic and think about what they see. People just do take shit for like real already way too easily. Love you.
Sins of a love in the back of the club. I said I'm feeling stuck, you said you had enough. Just praying that I get snuffed. You're just praying that you get fucked.